Hi everyone, we're going to be chatting to country music superstar Mike Denver in just a moment. I think
No.
we have. Hey Mike, how are you? I'm all good. You're coming to us from
Mikey, how
Port
are you?
Humna.
We're
We're
live in
ready.
Portumna. Are we live?
So
Are
we're
you
all
getting ready
here.
to
So
go
we've got
live?
some people joined us. So if anyone has any questions as well, they can pop their questions in the comment box and we can take a look at them as it goes on. So this month you're the cover of RSVP Country magazine, and it came just in time with Mia turning 3 and you celebrating 30 years on the road. 20
Oh
years.
God, don't say 30 years, Mike. 20 years. Don't say 30. You're frightening me here. So yeah, perfect time. Yeah, it was great. It was great doing the magazine. She's here beside me now. She's gone out shy. She was coming in a minute ago. Are you coming in? She is.
Yeah.
She's here. Stuck. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. It's all right. She's stuck the head in there now. She'll run back out. She's in between here in the kitchen and running around the house anyhow. So we'll let her. We could hear a few
How
shouts,
did
but
you
no one ever.
celebrate the birthday last week?
We did, yeah. She celebrated last Monday, the 20th of March was the birthday. It was a very fast 3 years, so it was. It's tonight actually reminds me of it, the first of the I suppose me Instagrams or me I suppose the live Instagrams and all that kind of stuff. I hadn't done that in a long time, so it's very unusual being back at it tonight.
Absolutely,
It's great to be on.
let's roll back the years a small bit. As I mentioned, we are celebrating 20 years, not 30 on the road. Can you remember your first gig when you started playing?
I can very well. Very first gig was, I can remember back to the first gig with the band. I can even remember back before that, so I can. The first gig with the band was in the Parkhouse Hotel in Edgeworthstown back in the 11th of January 2003. So it was just around the corner, as I said, but it was great times. I still remember the days rehearsing with the band. I still remember the very first live gig. I remember the people coming. It was just an amazing feeling, I suppose, to be getting on the road with a live band.
Going on stage is a very unique feeling. Do you still get that?
Yeah, you still get the buzz for that. Even nowadays, it's a huge buzz. You never lose the buzz of the stage. Nobody can ever explain what it is. You can be in recording studios, you can be doing music and stuff, but the buzz that there is when you're on stage with the live band, it's an amazing thing. So it is. It's the energy really just is from the live band, and that's what we love doing. So it is.
Song that you get over and over.
That's very simple. That's very simple. Tommy K over and over. So it is. No matter how many times in a night she's done, we have to do it again. And it's just one of them songs. It's just so simple. It's catchy. It's one of them songs that everybody can sing along with. It's one of them songs that it's easy to dance to. So it takes all boxes.
Shouting lyrics back at you when you're on stage must feel amazing. You know, to have that crowd buzzing around you.
It is a great feeling. It's great for us to have people that they know the songs that you're recording, but I suppose there's so many other people that are great songwriters and stuff. It has to be an amazing feeling, more amazing for them to know that their lyrics have been sang back at them. But no, we're very lucky over the last while that I suppose over the last number of years, nearly on every album, there's a certain amount of songs that have come off that have been very, very popular, and they're the songs that people like to sing. And it's great when you see people on the dance floor singing along to you, or if it's a night in concert that they're there singing along. It's what we're there to do, and that's what we really enjoy, and that's what makes it good for us
to sing.
Personal favorite song, I'd be a huge Garth Brooks fan, so it nearly always drifts back. One of the first songs that I would have recorded way back would have been The Dance from Garth Brooks. So even 20 or 20 something years later, I still drift back to that anytime we're doing festivals and stuff. That's always brought into it. But yeah, there's always favorite songs. It's nearly always down to when you record a new song. It's always something that there's always a song there that you like that the newer recording. So it's always something there, something fresh in your mind, because it's I suppose some songs, when you're singing them all the time, they go stale. You just get used to singing them, and it just comes out. You're nearly an autopilot while you're singing them. So sometimes it's a bit of a challenge when the newer songs come on board, and it's about, I suppose, to rehearse them with the band, to get used to the lyrics, to get used to singing them. That's really gives a little bit of a buzz just to get the newer songs in. So yeah, it's always when there's a newer song coming in, you really
absolutely. And you mentioned
be doing that
Garth Brooks there. You obviously went to see him when he came last year. What was that like?
It was amazing. Yeah, that was my first time to see him live, and I would have been a huge fan all my life. He would have been someone that would have influenced me into the music, someone that I would have idolized, looked up to, and just to see him live on stage. An amazing show. So it was exactly what you expect. It's an arena gig. You have to take it for what it is. It was an amazing show with I suppose 80,000 people in Croke Park. It's not something that you'll see too often for 5 nights. So I went for a couple of nights. I think I went the Saturday night and the Sunday night back to back, and we had a great time there. I loved every minute of it. Knew all the songs, knew the show. The band was just amazing. He was what Garth Brooks is. He was an amazing showman. So I enjoyed it. I'd go back again, no problem. But saying that, I would love to see him in a smaller setting. I suppose the Point or somewhere smaller if you could would be ideal. But somewhere like the Point Depot, I don't think it's ever going to get smaller than that for Garth Brooks to be able to see. But yeah, I'd love to see him in a show something like that. I won't say the Point now.
No, you're right
at this stage.
right.
I'm probably wrong again. Am I? I'm right.
If we can get him
to Taylor,
we can get him to
if you get him to Rotunda, it'd be handier again.
Exactly.
No traveling.
Even if you're not a massive country music fan, you still know a lot of the Garth Brooks songs, even by us.
Yeah, I think for anybody that's not into country music, that there is a lot of songs there that stand out. Anytime there's a sing song anywhere, there's so many country songs that'll be pulled out of the bag that people don't even realize are country songs, and they're just nearly taken as standards this stage. So it is, and that's as you were saying, Garth Brooks. That's one of the things that he done for us. He brought the country music right across the globe and right across into the different genres of music and into a totally different audience. Which was a great
how has touring changed over the last 2 decades?
Well, I won't say touring has changed over the last couple of years. It's still the same. The only thing I would say is it probably has moved on. Let it be from myself or any of the bands, any of the country bands. It is definitely. I suppose it's got bigger or more professional. As I say, the PAs and the lighting systems, everything has got a lot more advanced in the last few years, and all the bands are traveling with big sounds and a lot of lights and stuff. So it definitely is. It was a lot easier set up when we went on the road first, but it has moved, and you have to move with the times. And people nowadays are more into music. Anybody walking the street knows a good sound at this stage, because we're all used to it from listening to a radio in your car, listening to the television at home. The sounds are there. It's not like years ago the sounds weren't there, the systems weren't there. You had to pay mega money going back if you were going to get a good sound. But now it's very, very simple. Everybody has their iPhone and a set of headphones, so we all know what a good sound is. So you have to be producing a good sound, and that's the one good thing about us here. We're very lucky. We've great bands, all the country bands here. There's great players here. There's a lot of guys that match any of the guys right across the globe, that match the players in Nashville, any of the guys in Europe. So we're very lucky here to have great bands and great crews
and the Hot
and
Country
lights
Music
and sound.
Awards are on next Tuesday night. It's always a massive night.
Yeah, we're hitting up there. Yeah, we're hitting up to Hugh. Yeah, that's been a great night. It's been going for years. I think Hugh has the show going for the last. Hugh was the show going on Sky 181 for the last 13, 14 years. He was the brains behind Hot Country and all them country music television channels. So he was. So it's great. Yeah, it's great to be invited to shows like that. It's a great opportunity to meet up with I suppose guys and girls from the business that you wouldn't see until different shows like this come up. So we're really looking forward to next Tuesday night in the Hillgrove Hotel in Monaghan. So it's going to be a great night of music. I think there's up in 35 or to 40 acts on the night, so everybody's there. So anybody who might be looking for a great night of music, make sure to come along.
Where are you heading to over the next? I see some comments there saying you're heading to Oma. People looking forward to seeing you there. Where else can people?
We are over the weekend. Tomorrow night we're we're down in the Tullamore Court Hotel in County Offaly with the legendary Mr. Brendan Shine is joining us on stage tomorrow night. So that's the start of the couple of nights, and then we hit to Oma, up to the Mellon Country Inn in Oma on Friday night, and on Saturday night we're in the Allingham Arms in Bundoran, and then we hit across. And Sunday afternoon there's a great afternoon of dancing in the Shearwater Hotel in Ballinasloe. There's a jiving competition final, so we're there for the week for Sunday afternoon from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So it's a busy time. We're flat out, as I say. We've lots of things coming up over the next little while. We've our Mike Denver weekend is coming up in Donegal town in the Abbey Hotel. That's happening from the 19th, 20th and 21st of May. We've a great lineup for the weekend. We have the great Jimmy Buckley and his band is joining us. We have Kieran Rosny and his band, and Sinead Black and Billy Mack as well for late night entertainment as well. So it's a great weekend of
sounds
country music
jam-packed, all the great names that you have in there, and you know the names that you mentioned around Ireland. Like, there's a lot of traveling. How do you unwind when you're in the car? You know, do you throw on country music, or do you listen to some regular radio, or what?
Well, I'm a great man for the talk shows. I do be listening back to the talk shows, whether it's on. If there's a good country channel on, I'd always on the way to the gigs. I'd be flicking through all the local radio stations. I'd be you're in a great I suppose in a different zone going to a gig, coming home from the gigs. I'd never listen to music. You're after doing 2.5 hours of your ears being blasted from music, and the last thing you really want to listen to again is music. So I do really chill out, and I'd be listening to a lot of the talk shows and repeats and that kind of stuff that'll be on the radios on the way home. So it's but going to the gigs always of all the local radio stations, whatever county you're flying through, there's always some bit of music on
country music. One of there was country music in one way, but away from music itself, one of the big supporters over the years has been Ryan Tubridy, and he's pioneered interviewing big stars and giving it a platform, a national platform. Of course, he stepped away from the Late Late Show. I was shocked, just like the rest of us, to see him.
I think we're all shocked, because I think he was I think Brian Tubridy was an amazing man for the show. He was an amazing man for country music. Without him, he definitely opened a lot of doors for as in from RTE and end of things, to open the doors for the likes of myself and everybody else. He the doors were wide open once you went in there. He made you feel like it was home. He was to me, he was a great presenter. He was I suppose something that you have to say about Ryan Tubridy, when you meet him, he is what you see. When Ryan Tubridy was on stage or when he was off stage, he was the exact same man. He was a real nice gentleman, real down to earth, I suppose something that you say about him, he was a real genuine guy. I have to hand on heart say that about him. And he was always very, very good to me. The door was always open, and he was if we had a few more like him in RT, it'd be a great place. So he is a great man, and I want to wish him all the best wherever he's going. I know it's going to be something bigger and better.
Of course, I wish him all the best. And are you heading abroad with any tours this year? There's always a nice fun.
We are. Yeah, they're always around the corner. So we travel every year with Paul Claffey Tours. We're hitting to Spain, which is happening from, I think, around the 8th or 9th of June. We're hitting out for 7 nights to the Barossa Park over near Cadiz, would be sort of the closest end of down the south of Spain. We're doing that for 7 nights, and then we're hitting in October. The first week in October, we're hitting to sunny Portugal for a week as well, and that's flying it as well at the moment. So that's almost selling out as well. So anybody looking to go, make sure call in and check it out. It's a great week in the sun, and we've just launched some great exciting news. Just launched a brand new Mike Denver cruise, which we're doing in October 2024. So it's a year and a half away for anybody that's trying to plan it. A lot of people have been asking me over the years. We've been doing so many sun holidays. We've been in Spain and Portugal and Croatia. We've done Florida, and we've done Nashville. We've done so many trips that with people traveling, and so many people have been asking me about doing a cruise. It's something that a lot of people had never done themselves, so we decided to put a cruise together. So the very first Mike Denver cruise is going for a Mediterranean cruise. It's happening on the Sunday, the 20th of October, 2024, and it's we've a great lineup. So we have at the moment we've some of the greats. We've my good friend Philomena Begley is joining us. We have Susan McCann. We have Kieran Rosny, Johnny Brady, there is Jim Devine, Susan McCann, we have the Spirit of Smokey, and we have Kevin Carney, the big chief from the Indians. So it's going to be a great week. It's 9 nights, all inclusive. It's the good news. So when you hop on the boat, everything is included. From your flights are included, your all your drinks are included, your all your food, all your entertainment along with yourself and the guys. So we're really looking forward to that. It's going to be 9 nights of fun. It's going to be a great trip, because we're taking in so many different places. There's Spain, Italy, south of France. We're hitting so many different islands. I think there's 7 or 8 different stops. So it's going to be a fun-filled week with a lot of stuff to do, from entertainment to sightseeing.
Yeah, you caught my attention with the all-inclusive food and drink. Anyway, that's it. That's it. Going.
You like the sound of that, Mickey? Not the food.
Absolutely,
the food is handy.
Absolutely.
That's not a problem.
And, then is it nice to be back seeing your fans face to face after a couple of years of not been on the road?
Oh, it's amazing to be back on the road, and it's great to see it. It's getting back to where it was now. You can see you still meet people week in, week out. Say, this is my first gig out, and this is my first time out in 2.5 years. This is my first time out in 2 years. So it's great to see so many people just getting back at it. We have to leave the past behind us and get back to where we were. Let everybody be back out enjoying themselves.
And then obviously
that's
your hits that you play on the road, I'm sure, are a lot different to the songs you're singing at home with Mia these days. What are her favorites?
I'm singing it. Oh, I'm singing it. Everything from Fireman Sam all day long to Go Dog Go to there's just nothing but cartoons on in this house at this stage. So there is. So that's great. We love it. So we do. It's an amazing time. So it is. She's at a great age. She's singing around the house there. She's singing as we speak. So hopefully you can't hear her too loudly here. She's humming away, but she's happy out jazz. She's in great form, and she loves the old singing as well.
Music,
and I won't be steering her in the direction of it or steering her away from it. Whatever she feels herself at the time, if she wants to go in, she'll be her own choice. She's her own personality built at this stage at 3. So I don't think I'll have any say.
Yeah, and look, if anyone wants to catch up with more of you, so you're obviously on the cover of RSVP Country this month, which
make sure and check out RSVP. It's a great cover and a lovely team. I have to say, all the gang that was with us, and Kate and hair and makeup and all the girls were lovely. So it was great working with them. And we done the shoot down in Galway, and we'd all supplied a big hello to all my gang from Guy Clothing in Tullamore, who looked after all my clothes. Anthony and Cara, they've been great to me over the last number of years. All our clobber, everything is looked after. So it is. So they're a great team down there. If anybody fancies any of the clothes you see me in on the RSVP, you can check them all out in Guy Clothing in Tullamore. So it's we love doing the magazine shoot. So it is. So make sure, I think it's in all good shops. So it is in nearly every shop in this country.
If anybody's looking to get a copy, DM us here on Instagram or on Facebook, and we guys can sort you out, let you know where you can buy it, or we can organise getting postage or whatever needs to be done. And if anyone's looking to catch up with Mike in terms of finding out where the gigs are or learning more about the cruise, I'm sure they can get all those details on your website and on your social media.
100%. They can check us all out on the MikeDenverMusic.com and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat.
Anyone else wants
any
country music news, you can head over to rscplive.ie/country music to catch up with all of your favourite stars. So, Mike, we'll leave it there, and best of luck this weekend with all your gigs. And thanks to everyone who's sent in some comments. A lot of your fans from right around the country, Mike, have said they'll be seeing you over the weekend. So, no doubt you're looking forward to that as well.
Mikey, thanks to yourself. Thanks all the gang in RSVP and everybody who tuned in there for the last 20 minutes with us. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
And we'll see everybody very soon.